Mental illness is a fact. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna speak on this mental illness in the black churches. Oh man, you got people that gave their whole entire life to the church, and why? Because they were taught what to think and not how to think. This how mental illness affect our people, and I have a lot of people say, well, what I believe, it shouldn't bother you. But it does. It bothers us. What you believe. What the hell is believe? Believe is something that appears to be. It might be, might not be. When you gonna know? The first thing somebody, oh, you believe in God? Nah, do you know God? I know God. My mama, my God. Without her, I wouldn't be here. Hey, I don't even know my daddy. Shit. You don't know your daddy, nigga. Your mom just introduced you to this nigga. Her boyfriend, your daddy, nigga. Who you gonna believe your daddy? If that man in your life, from when you young till you get old, that's your daddy. Your real father, he can come around and be good as hell to you. But if your real father and that guy who raised you get to fight, you gonna help that guy who raised because you know him. You don't know this other mother. And they cut you from your mother. Now, I'm getting back on this mental illness, man. From age, let's say, I'm gonna go to 5. That's when they start getting you speeches in the church on Christmas and Easter. And they start indoctrinating you with this God bullshit. Yeah, I said bullshit. They got you going to church. You watching people shout, pray. Then you grow up, you shout, pray. And the mental illness come in when you know it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit. But y'all acting like y'all it's real. And you can ask any church going black person, what have God done for you? The first thing they're gonna say is everything. Or they're gonna say, oh, he woke me up this morning. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. You was going on what you heard. Let's take your phone. Let me show you mental illness. Let's take your phone bill for a minute. You pray all month. Lord, my phone bill coming up. I need it paid, Lord. I need it paid. They gonna cut your phone off if you don't pay that bill. I wouldn't give a fuck who you pray. You call them and hey, look, I prayed and God told me to tell you he gonna handle that. They gonna turn it off until God pay it. You'll never have a phone again. Mental illness is a fact. I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go all the way back to you not breastfeeding your child. Cause this doctor told you, oh, it's not healthy for you to breastfeed this child. But that's not true. And I had people say, oh, my body don't produce milk. What have you done to your body to stop it from being in accord with nature? Because as that baby grows, the milk is growing for the baby. But your body stopped. So what have you done? That's them birth control pills. That's that alcohol. That's them drugs. That's them aspirins. All that shit fucked you up. Man, I know a woman that don't have her cycle no more. She had an injection where she don't have her cycle no more. And you think that's natural? You killing yourself. mental illness. You supposed to bleed every month. That's in your nature. Now you go against that, and then you say, well, I got pregnant, but my body don't produce milk. What have you done to your body to go against nature? Think about that. Mental illness. Woo, in that church. Y'all would say I'm crazy. But if something happened to some of my people, and you'll say, I send my condolences and I pray for you. May they rest in peace. That's mental illness, man. When my partner, son, got killed, and we talk on the phone, I ain't, look at, man, I know how I feel to lose your child. And the dumbest shit in the world to say is, oh, he's in a better place. How the fuck you gonna say this child in a better place? That's mental illness. You perpetuating that shit. Mental illness is a fact. You go to school to build up mental illness so you can be a better slave. Yeah, slave. Fuck, the word slave has been replaced with employee. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You are, in your condition today, you are in a worse condition today as a slave than it was back then as slave. Because them folk knew they were slave. You don't even know you no slave. You fall for the second class citizen. You're not a citizen of the United Snakes of a man, Rucker. You a slave. You don't work, you don't eat. Slave. You don't work, you don't pay your bills. Slave. How many people can you name? You can't name one. You can't name one person got rich working a job. Now you can name people that work a job and make other people rich. Mental illness. Yeah. And they'll replace, if something happened to you, they'll replace you within seconds. Oh, he just got killed. Hey, come over and do this job here. Slave. But y'all said, no, slave, they were beating them slaves. They ain't got to beat you now. You are so fine-tuned as a slave that you don't even know you're a slave. Mental illness. And the church and the school help perpetuate mental illness and slavery. The favorite saying, go to school, get you a good education so you can get a good what? Job. They don't say go to school, get you a good education where you can start your own business. Because as long as you working that job, which is slavery, you making somebody else rich. You fulfilling somebody else's dream. Well, you struggling to pay your bills every week, every other week, every month to pay your bills, but you get paid every week or every other week, and you broke before that next check comes. You a good slave. A good slave. But that mental illness, man, it is a fact, man. If you just listen to a Christian or a Muslim talk, just listen to them. You be like, man, this motherfucker crazy. You gonna put your hands together, close your eyes, get down on your knees, and pray and beg. Oh God, I need to pay this bill, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for getting me this job. Did Jesus fill out that application? Or did you fill it out? Because ain't no job just popped up on you. You had to apply for it. Slavery, mental illness, man. It is a fact. All around the board, mental illness is the destruction of our people. Yeah. And you go to church every Sunday of the year, almost every Sunday of the year. For what? The real reason is you going to show out. You want people to say, she come to church every Sunday. She always here. Sister such and such, she always here. Praying, shouting. That's not shouting. When you see somebody shouting in church, just say mental illness. They go to dancing. Oh man, jumping around, foaming at the mouth. Hey man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, I shouted in church one time. Yeah, me. But let me tell you what happened. My partner, he shouted first. My grandma fixed a big ass meal for him. We ate. So I tell my nigga, I said, dog, next Sunday I'm shouting in church. My mama was on the Ursa board. Man, I sat by my partner and the preacher was preaching. He tapped me. Man, I started laughing. Let me stop laughing. So I said, I'm finna do it. So he preached, I go to shout. Out of all the people in the church, I looked over and looked my mama in her face, and my mama, she didn't say it out loud, but I read her lips. She said, I'll beat your ass. Mental illness, man. It's a fact. All church people going to church. I got a lot of family members in the church. I love them to death, but they mentally fucked up, man. I got preachers in my family. Man, they messed up, dog. They messed up. Trying. See, they faking so cold. They can't fool themselves. You cannot fool yourself. You know it's fake. And the person you talking to know it's fake. They know it because they faking. They know you fake because they faking. They hold hand. Lord help me, Jesus, Jesus Christ. Woo, 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 woo. How do you even know Jesus existed? Or this God in the sky? How do you know the Wizard of Oz is real, man? It ain't real. It's made up. The man behind the curtain. I am your God. Whatever you want, just ask me. Come on, man. Stop it, man. You ain't never talked to this God. Well, you can talk to him, but God ain't never talked to you because he don't exist. Jesus ain't never talked to you because he don't exist. But you will say, oh, God told me to tell you. What language do we speak? Mental illness, man. I'm gonna bring my Bible out. We're gonna get down about this donkey talking in the Bible. A donkey have no voice box. What language did the donkey speak? Yeah. If your child, your 11-year-old son, running the house, Mama, the dog just talked to me. You gonna go get that boy some help. You gonna see this motherfucker went crazy. He lost his goddamn mind. Cause you know a dog can't talk. You know this. But the Bible tell you a donkey talking, you believe it. You pass it on as it's the truth. And the person who taught you religion, they only believed. They didn't know. They only believed. Faith. Come on. But you got to be mentally, super mentally disturbed to have faith in something that you only believe. Now think about what I said now. You have to be super mentally disturbed to have faith in something you only believe. I always use this. Who do you want to fix your transmission in your car? Somebody at the transmission shop that you know they know how to do it? Or me? I believe I can do it. Or Kelly made a song, I believe I can fly. Only on the airplane, motherfucker. Only on the airplane. We have been psychologically duped into believe and don't give a fuck about knowing. Like I can ask you, do you believe you can ride a bike? You'll be like, the proper way will be like, no, I know I can ride a bike. Cause you rode a bike. Do you believe you can walk? No, I know I can walk. How you think I got here? I walk. But do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. Come stop it, man. When you gonna know? Now you've been believing in God for 50-something years. When you gonna know? I got an auntie, but dedicated her whole life to the church. Got one kid. Got childbearing hips. She's supposed to have at least 10 kids. She got one. Cost the church. Oh, you ain't supposed to do this out of wedlock. Man, get the fuck. Y'all applying slave master rules to yourself. You got to go down to the slave master courthouse, get a wedding certificate. Get the fuck out of here, man. Mental illness. The school teach you mental illness. It's not an educational system. It's a memorization system. If you can memorize, you consider smart. Okay, you read the book. Johnny had 3 apples. Okay, Johnny had 3 apples. On the test, how many apples did Johnny have? 3. Ooh, that boy smart. Nah, get the fuck out. You just remember that shit. Education is hands-on. I can educate my child by, if I'm an auto mechanic, I'm teaching my son or daughter, this is a 9/16. This is a 3/8. This is a socket. This is a ratchet. This is an open face. You know what I'm saying? This is a hammer. These are nails. And I'm showing you how to use these tools. That's education. But if I can read that Johnny had 3 apples, and then when the test come around, how many apples did Johnny have? Oh, I know, 3. You remembered it. That's mental illness, man. And no school, 12 years of school. Okay. When you're an alcoholic or drug, you got 12 steps. What's up with this 12, man? And if your parent been to school, your parent can teach you the shit they gonna teach you at the school. Man, teach you how to add and subtract. Because men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie. All that so-called history. Everybody that been to school gonna learn history. They gonna enforce. That's a part of the agenda. You got to have history. Because that's how they keep you mental illness. With that fake history. They can, man, watch this. I'm gonna show you how cold it is. In the night, I can't remember exact year because I was young. It was like in the 70s. It was in the 70s. They come out with a movie called Cleopatra. Elizabeth Taylor played Cleopatra. So when I seen it, you know, I was mentally fucked up. I was mentally ill. I thought Cleopatra was white. Until I got older and realized that it's hot in Egypt. It's hot. This shit over here ain't nothing. 60, 70, 80 degrees ain't nothing. 90 degrees ain't nothing. Let's talk about 115. These white folk can't go to the beach here for 20 minutes without damn near catching on fire. But you got a white woman playing, you got Elizabeth Taylor, white woman, playing Cleopatra. Now, they got a movie called The Little Mermaid, a black mermaid. White folks mad. How y'all gonna make this mermaid black? Come on, man, stop it. Mental illness. These folks have Tupac being white in a minute. Big and small, he was white. Because once they show that image, it's locked in. I'm going to show you how hard it is to, how cold your mind is. Try to forget your ABC. You can't. And yeah, I was a slow learner. I used to sing my ABC, but I couldn't say them. It's a difference. You know, I go A, B, C, D, E, but I couldn't go A, B, C. I couldn't do it like that. But now I can, because I studied it and I learned it. It was forced up on me. And now I can't forget them. The mind never forgets. It just fails to recall sometimes, but they ain't gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? That movie Roots, boy, they put that movie out, and when you think of, when I say slavery, that's what your mind go back to, roots. Oh no, I couldn't have lived back then. They'd had to kill me. No, they wasn't. It's the same. It's worse than today. They ain't gotta hit you with no whip. And then if you realize, just think about this here. If you can say out your mouth, I couldn't have been no slave. They'd had to kill me. That shows that you're mental retarded. Cause slavery was not like roots. I wouldn't give a fuck how much fur you put in a motherfucker. You can only hit a motherfucker so many times. They gonna buck. I wouldn't give a human gonna buck. Man, fuck this. I'm out of here. Kill me. That's the same way they thinking. Kill me. That's why they tricked you. What it was, slavery, they was not slaves, they was employees. They had a job. All right, I'm gonna let you live in this shack. You go out here and work in this field. Cause they couldn't do it. It was too hot. They can't, the white folk couldn't handle that shit. They had to get them some Negroes to go out there and do their work. But they played on your mentality, mental illness. Now you think they can just take a slave out, beat them, and everybody gonna fall in line? No. They not gonna whoop their property. If I got some sleds, some dogs that pull my sled, I'm not gonna beat these dogs. I need these dogs to be healthy. I don't need them hurt, broke down. When you whoop somebody, you breaking them down, physically and mentally, and you gonna cause problems. You bag a chicken in the corner, that chicken gonna come out, gonna fight back. So how you think a slave employee, you're not gonna beat them. If you got horses, that pull plows, you're not gonna beat them and hurt them. You're gonna lose your stock. You're gonna mess up your stock. The same way you go to work, get your check, you happy to go to your casual. That's, I always use the example of General Motors. My from working General Motors make $1,500 a week. You'll be like, boy, that's good money. I get $1,500 a week. That's good money. You produce, let's say you got, I'm just gonna use a number like 10 people on this assembly line. They produce 20 cars. They can, that man that owns General can sell one car and pay everybody on the assembly line. Now all the rest is overhead. That's up in the green. One car he can sell and pay those 10 people $1,500 a week. And all them other cars, that's his money. Think about that now. Mental illness. And in order for this thing to change, cause they like, well, what's that? Lay down. Fuck it. Man, they want to treat me like an animal. I'm gonna act like an animal. Yeah. Yeah, mental illness. In the church, in the school, perpetuate mental illness. Now, when you go to church next Sunday, look and you see somebody shouting, man, look. I'ma laugh. When I see him, I laugh. Well, I laugh when I say, look at this motherfucker, man. Why don't nobody shout in Walmart? Why don't nobody shout at their job, but they shout in church? Come on, man. It's fake. I done seen a woman shouting and she accidentally stepped on my foot shouting. She said, oh, she stopped. Come up out of character. Oh, excuse me. And went right back. I said, ain't this a bitch? We been tricked, man. Mental illness. Mental illness, man. I know I'm fucked up. But I done rearrange my sponge. That's your brain. Your mind is a sponge. Now, when you're a child, 5 years old, whatever you see, you study it. That's how a child learn how to walk. They don't need you to teach them how to walk. All they need to do is watch you walk. Point A to point B. They're going to get up and grab hold of something, try to emulate you. That's just the way church is. You go to church, that child looking, you shouting. That child gonna shout when he grow up. Ain't no feeling you get. That's bullshit. Ain't no feeling make you shout, dance. And then they always gonna have that music. Dun, 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 dun. That's bull. Man, come on, man. Oh, that's a sanctified church. And then here goes some more mental illness dealing with the church. I bet you, I'm willing to bet money in any so-called black neighborhood that you got 2 to 3 churches on every street. Wherever you got churches, they on the street. You got the same Bible, but different buildings. Me and my cousin, we about the same age. I go to this church. He go to the church around the corner from the church. I go, we walking together with our Bible. All right, cuz, I'm going to see you when come out. I go in this church. He go in that church. Now, we the same people, the same family, reading the same Bible, but can't go to the same building. Why? Because it's a different. Oh, our people pray with one eye open. Get the fuck. Oh, y'all church, y'all women can't wear dresses. Can't wear pants. Hey, come on, man. That little boy, that's mental illness. Now, I don't give a fuck what you say, that is mental illness. We eat the same food. He come over grandma's house, I go, we go eat the same food. We got the same Bible. We got the same blood, but we go to a different church. And you don't think that's mental illness? You celebrate these holidays that the slave masters celebrate. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter. Come on, man. You celebrate your birthday just like the slave master. You got your birthday cake. If you 10, you got 10 candles on it. They sing happy birthday. They say, close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candles. Who you wishing to? They don't tell you that. They don't tell you who you're wishing to. Now, I want you to tell me who you're wishing to. Yeah. Christmas. Santa Claus. All these entities are white. Santa Claus, white. Tooth Fairy, white. The Easter Bunny, white. They say the Easter Bunny lay eggs. I had a man argue with me and bet me money that rabbits lay eggs. And this man was in his 40s. He said, man, rabbits lay eggs? I say, what the hell? I said, man, come on, man, stop it, man. He went all the way back to his childhood in his head, seeing the Easter Bunny had send no eggs and shit. And bet it, lost his money. He Googled it. Hey, do rabbits lay eggs? No. Man, mental illness. Mental illness is a fact. We have been indoctrinated to be stupid than a motherfucker. Yeah. They tell you can get ready to go to bed. I know y'all said y'all prayers. Oh, now listen to the prayer that they saying now and show me this ain't no mental illness shit. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, for we forgive those who trust. And then they say, God, lead us not into temptation. What kind of God gonna lead you into temptation, man? But don't nobody question it because you mentally fucked up, man. You mentally destroyed. And the only thing can fix that is a mind transplant. We got to reach the women. The men gonna follow. You reach the women, the men gonna follow. That's like I heard a rapper say, if you want, no, that was Tupac. Tupac say, man, if the bitches bump your shit, the niggas gonna bump it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna break down the woman and man relationship. And it's gonna sound crazy because you mentally destroyed. But if you really think about it, you're gonna be like, damn, that make a lot of sense. Let me show you what man is. Man, listen to me now. Man is a deformed woman. Yeah. We got titty nipples. We got titties. They don't work. They don't work. Our dick and our nuts is a pussy turned inside out. Our nuts is our ovaries. Our penis is our clitoris. Yeah. Women, watch this. Women created men for their protection and their satisfaction. Yeah. That's why when you have sex with a woman, you bust your nut, it's over damn there. You might get back up after you wake up, or you might get 2 of them off. But she gonna get 6 or 7 of them. She enjoying this here. I don't give a fuck how fast you nut. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, you can't nut a little too fast. But she can get you right. Now you do the math. If this woman can bust 4 nuts before you bust 1 nut, who you think is enjoying it most? Huh? Yeah. Women created man for their satisfaction and protection. We stronger. Yeah. But man, listen, mental illness is a fact. And these mothers in the Bible want to tell you, Adam, God called Adam a deep sleep and took one of his ribs and made woman. Get the fuck out of here. Every man I know got a mama. Yeah, got a mama. Was cut, got a nail, a navel was hooked to the umbilical cord to mama. When a male child born and a female, when they born, they looking for mama. They ain't looking for no God. They ain't looking for no Allah. They ain't looking for no Jesus. They looking for mama. And mama then got so fucked up in her head. Oh, I can't breastfeed. It hurts. How the fuck you gonna go against nature? But you'll go to this laboratory and get some goddamn Similac and Enfamil and get this to this child that you say you love. You don't love this child. You don't get this child some goddamn Enfamil, Similac. That shit made, who they test that shit on? How you know this shit don't give your child a headache? Because the child can't say, Mom, I got a headache. But he crying all the time, shitting all the time, pissing all the time. Dumb as a motherfucker. Because when you breastfeed, now I want you to do the research on this breast, on these titties. Let me show you something. When a mama breastfeed a child, that helps develop the child physically and mentally. Now you got some women breastfeed for a minute and they stop, they get a pump, pumping in. It's a different thing with that pump and that titty nipple. They try to make the nipple similar, but no, it ain't, no. You bonding with your mother, her smell. When you breastfeed, that's why you don't go to other women and try to suck their titty. Yeah, no, that ain't mama. You know, you'll go up there and be like, no, that ain't mama. Because your mother smell. Yeah. Now, men, I'm talking to you men right now. A lot of men say, oh, that bitch pussy stank. Whoa, pussy stank. If she's in her natural state, which I mean eating right, healthy, you don't even need deodorant. Deodorant is some man-made shit. You use that because you're eating pork, chicken, fish, possum, coon, duck. You eating death. So of course you're gonna get musty as a motherfucker. You eating death. Yeah, man. We've been tricked so bad, man. It don't make no sense. And the men are the son of God. Son of your mother. That's the son of God. Black man. Now, we have been reduced to a state, to a son of a bitch. We've been reduced to a state of a son of a bitch. I see this family where there's no father in the house. Mother in the house. She got 11 kids. Her boyfriend whoop her ass. Now, them 11 kids, she got 8 strong sons. Big old niggas. They don't fuck this nigga up for hitting their mama. But hit one of their partners in the street. They'll beat your ass to death. They partner come on, man, nigga hit me. This nigga hit your mama. You supposed to kill that nigga. You supposed to kill him. All that, no, don't do it cause you jump on him. She still gonna be with him. Not if he dead. Fuck, she gonna be with a dead motherfucker. Man, you supposed to protect your mama at all costs. If it causes you to lose your life, fuck it. I'm a dead motherfucker, man. You ain't putting your hands on my motherfucking mama. Hell no. And now, a lot of young people don't understand this, but you older people understand this. When you had a bike, you get you a new bike. Your mama tell you, don't let nobody ride that bike. I don't give a fuck if you scared of this nigga. Let me ride your bike, man. My mama said, I can't let nobody ride. When a motherfucker got scared, mama, they call on mama. They don't call no fucking God. They call on mama. If a man do something to you, I'm telling my mama. In your mind, your mama's Superman. Oh, y'all know that. But nowadays, it ain't like that. It's not like that nowadays. You got mamas in the club with their little daughters and these kids and shit. When last time you heard mamas say big mama? They didn't change that shit to Nana. Cause big mama still twerking. Big mama in the club, big ass twerking. unconscious, mentally disturbed. We are, now listen to this word, unconscious. Unconscious. Our people has become unconscious to real shit, to the truth. To the truth, you have become unconscious to it. When somebody say the truth, before you invest